Hey guys, today we're going to turn this rusty old chisel into this shining razor sharp chisel. This channel is all about hand tools and DIY projects, and I'm going to show you this nifty little device that I use to hone my chisel to razor sharp level. Let's get started. I'm going to use several grinding stones like this whetstone right here that has two levels of grit 1000 and 240. To produce a razor sharp edge, I'm going to use a 6000 grit sharpening stone. So first we have to remove all the rust. We're going to use a rust remover, but you need to keep safe. Always use gloves and eye protection. This is a must. We'll start off by applying a single undiluted coat of rust remover all over the tool. The rust remover is highly acidic. It will remove most of the rust from the tool. You can reapply rust remover over and over again as needed and keep it on for at least an hour, up till 6 hours. Now let's create a cleaning solution. I'm adding baking soda to water. The baking soda, also called sodium bicarbonate, reacts with the sulfuric acid to form sodium sulfate, water and carbon dioxide. It's a neutralizing reaction. I'm using medium and fine grit sandpaper to remove the remains of the rust and to polish the tool. By the way, the same reaction happens to baking soda within batters and cakes. It produces the same carbon dioxide, which creates that familiar texture. And there you go, shiny again. Let's prepare our whetstone. We're going to soak it in water and watch as the bubbles start to emerge. This will be probably between 10 and 15 minutes until the bubbles stop. To start our process, we're going to use the side with the 240 grit. This is the coarse side of the whetstone. And we're going to start with the flat bottom first. It's crucial that we keep the whetstone wet at all times. The tool must be perfectly flat on the whetstone, so I'm applying pressure only with the hand on top of the whetstone. Remember to use the entire surface of the whetstone evenly, which of course means turning the stone around and keeping it very wet. Let's dry off the tool and see what we've got. If you look closely, you can see a slight bevel on the flat side. You must remove that before continuing on. Let's switch to the finer 1000 grit side of the whetstone. Again, apply water and continue sharpening the flat edge, applying even force. The bottom must be completely flat as it will form one of the sides of our edge. Let's take a look at our honing guide. You insert the chisel into the honing guide with the bevel facing the wheel. Most honing guides have projection details printed on the side. Let's create a simple guide to help us gauge the amount of protrusion of the chisel from the honing guide. If the chisel protrudes 40 millimeters, it will create an acute angle of 25 degrees, whereas if it protrudes 30 millimeters, it will create a slightly less acute angle of 30 degrees. For our main bevel, we'll start with the 40 millimeters to create 25 degrees of bevel. You can also use a wooden jig like this one. It's important to have the edge level. Let's learn how to hold the chisel while sharpening it. Hold the honing guide firmly with your thumbs and index fingers and apply pressure with your middle fingers. As you continue to sharpen the bevel, you will see it gradually form. It is highly important to keep the bevel line perpendicular to the chisel center line. Once you've done that, it is important to remove the burr from the flat side. Sharpen it once more using the finer grit, but apply a little bit less pressure until the burr is completely gone. Now it's time to create our secondary bevel. We're going to use a protrusion of only 30 mm, which will create a slightly less acute angle. This in turn helps us to keep the edge of the chisel very sharp because we don't have to sharpen the entire bevel every time. As you can see, the secondary bevel is not even all the way through. I need to apply more pressure to one side. That's much better. That's an evil secondary bevel. Now we need to hone the secondary bevel even more. So I'm using a 1500 grit stone and then a 6000 grit stone for the final polish. And there you have it. This is our final sharpened chisel. Looks almost brand new. Note the shiny secondary bevel. It's very, very sharp. Here's a little wooden demonstration. How sharp is it? Well, it's razor sharp. The more time you'll spend on sharpening the secondary bevel, you'll get a sharper chisel. Thank you for watching, and as always, there are links in the description below for the items used in this video. If you like these kind of videos, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And if there's a specific tool you like me to review, leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be sure to add it to my next videos list. Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.